And then I just want to be clear ไม่รับงานเอ็นนะครับ
I hug people. Like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, that's normal for me as an American. And I do that to like a Thai female. And they're like they see like, and I'm just like, I'm like a predator now. I'm like a,
Wow,
like,
you
come
do
on. Like, I did not do anything wrong.
Oh, she's
here.
judging you now.
I didn't do anything wrong.
First date for me ideally is I take her home and that's it.
You take her. Oh, okay. I thought you
take
meant
her-
like you take her.
Bro, shit
I was like, wow.
What you say? It's a beautiful day. Come on, let's go. Right now. I was standing on the block chilling. Right. I was standing on the block. Yeah. I was standing on the block chilling. Right. I was standing on the block. I was standing on the block chilling. Right.
อ่ะมาคำถามแรกกันเลย
โอเค
ระหว่างนักธุรกิจกับนายแบบจะเลือกอะไรให้เป็นแฟน
นักธุรกิจละกัน
นักธุรกิจ
ใช่
เดี๋ยวนะอันนี้เห็นแก่เงินมากกว่าหน้าตาเหรอ
ไม่ใช่
Wait, explain, please.
ใช่
ทำไม
นายแบบน่าจะมี
ระวังนะระวัง
น่าจะเจ้าชู้ค่ะ
Are you saying I'm เจ้าชู้
Playboy
Wow.
Am I a playboy
Let's dig into this a little bit. Let's dig into this. So, okay, so she's saying that very handsome people models are, they're playboys, right? They've got a lot of partners, a lot of people. They get a lot of attention.
Yeah
I mean, is that true? What do you think?
I mean I guess so because since models are always in the spotlight it always garners attention and obviously females or males either way right so yeah I guess it kind of works out but what's to say like businessmen don't attract attention as well
Exactly.
right? นี่ก็พูดอยู่เหมือนกันนะว่าแบบนักธุรกิจมันก็เป็น playboy ได้เหมือนกันว่าคือ
ก็จริง
หลายๆคนที่แบบได้ยินแบบนักธุรกิจที่มีเงินเยอะจริงๆอ่ะ
Yeah.
ส่วนมากก็มีเมียน้อยไหมอ่ะ
ก็ใช่ แต่ว่าอย่างน้อยก็รวย แต่ถ้าแบบนายแบบก็คือบางทีแบบหลอก
ไปด้วยกัน
หลอกใช้ตังค์เราด้วย
I feel like there's a backstory behind this. There's a little bit of history, right? It's a little bit of history behind this. But okay, so that's good. We know how your preference, right? But in general, all right. Let's start with heterosexual women, right? Heterosexual women. How would they answer that question? ส่วนใหญ่แบบประชาชนไทยแลนด์ทั้งหมด
like me
จริงเหรอ
Yes.
อ๋อทำไมอ่ะ
ใช่
Why?
ที่รู้จักเพื่อนๆส่วนมากจะไม่ชอบผู้ชายที่หล่อแล้วก็ดัง ใช่
I see
Okay, how do you feel about this?
No, I mean, actually, that makes sense to me because from what I've learned in Thai culture, women kind of prefer stability in their life. And parents and families always ingrain it into their minds to look for stability. Hence why there's kind of like a trend in Thai culture for it looks really bad, it sounds really bad, but it is sometimes the case where families will always try to introduce like rich guys or someone from a good family to their own daughters and try to like match them up.
But you are half British, right? You're
Yes,
half British.
I am half
okay.
British.
So what is it like then in England? Like, how do they think? Is that
in England, I think it's just down to preference. I think, if you're happy with, what you have in front of you, then I guess you just go for that. But I do know that some people will still prefer something secure and, especially now when everything's, being inflated, money's hard to find. Sometimes people do always look for the short way out.
Do you think this is the answer here is based on the age bracket? Do you think that perhaps if we ask someone in, let's say, มัธยม in high school versus someone in มหาวิทยาลัย and
okay.
someone ที่แบบ
yes
ผ่านมหาวิทยาลัยแล้ว is already passed.
Yeah.
So let's start with high school. How would high school answer?
only handsome
Only handsome.
I will fall in love with some guy that handsome
Okay. How about college?
มหาลัยช่วงมหาลัย
what
Both.
yes
Oh, so the transition starts in college a little bit. Now, why do you think it starts to change in college? And why,
I realize how hard life is รู้ตัวว่าชีวิตนี้มันใช้ชีวิตยากอยู่นะ
ใช่
Now, how much of this is influenced by your parents?
no
No, not at all.
ใช่
comes from?
คือประสบการณ์
Okay, from experience.
ใช่
That was a question that
Women's
we
Day.
had for Pure. So I think it's only fair that she get to ask
อ่า
us
อยาก
guys.
ถามอะไร
Why?
เราผู้ชาย
Yeah.
หรือมีใครเจาะจงถามได้เลย
ทำไมผู้ชายไม่ชอบให้ผู้หญิงแต่งตัวโป๊
Oh, all right, I'll let you go first, man. You go first.
ส่วนตัวก็หนึ่งไม่อยากให้เขาถูกมองในทางที่ไม่ดีในพื้นที่สาธารณะและสองไม่อยากเก็บไว้ดูเองที่บ้าน
Right. Exactly what he said.
Exactly.
How would I answer this? Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip it around. I actually do want them to show more skin, to be more, because I want to know, in my case, I want to make sure that this person that I'm with is the most attractive, right? So like when I go somewhere, I want to feel like, I want to be able to flaunt this person, like a trophy, right? Like that. Similar, like I want to feel good, right? So I actually do want to see, right? Because at the end of the day, when she walks into the restaurant or some venue or whatever, and all the guys stare at her, but they can't do anything about it. They cannot do anything about it, right?
ว้าว
At the end of the day, she's coming back home with me, right? So it's an ego thing, right? It's an ego thing. So see, I that's how I would think. I know.
กลับกันหนุ่มไทยคงไม่มั่นใจมาก
You really bad guy
No, I mean like
Okay,
okay.
the thing is like in Thai culture, a lot of the guys say you can't go out dressing like that.
Right. But okay, so American culture, right? People it's a very liberating culture, right? You can't prevent someone. So I find that you almost want that to happen right away. Right? You almost want to go ahead and it's a test. It's like a, let's get out of the way, because if you don't see that right away, and it happens years from then, that person is like that and you don't like that. I talk about this all the time about wasting time, right? I mean, show me everything now so I don't have to waste time. I want to know, like, obviously we're talking about, okay, I want to know that she's very attractive, right? So I want to know that right away. I don't want to know like years from now. I want to know if she's nice right away. Like a lot of people will say, how about living together, right? Living. Oh, no. You shouldn't live together until after you're married. Well, then what happens? You get married, you live together, and you find out, oh, I don't actually like living with this person.
สำหรับเพียวอะอยู่กับแฟนก่อนที่จะแต่ง
ควร
ใช่ไหม
ใช่
เห็นด้วยเหมือนกันเนาะ
เห็นด้วย เพราะว่าโลกมันเปลี่ยนไปแล้ว เราควรรู้จักกันให้มากก่อนที่จะมาอยู่ด้วยกัน ไม่งั้นก็จะมีปัญหาแบบพอแต่งงานแล้วมาอยู่ด้วยกัน แล้วก็ไม่ชอบที่เขาอาจจะตื่นมาแล้วไม่เก็บที่นอนหรือแบบ
ตื่นมาแล้วปากเหม็น
Now, what do your parents think? Are your parents okay with living with a partner before marriage?
Low-key I don't know I haven't experienced it yet yeah so เดี๋ยวต้องรอดูกัน
How about you?
แล้วพ่อแม่คิดว่า
They're okay?
โอเค
โอเค
โอเคเหรอ
In America, it's always okay.
ถึงจะอนุญาตแต่ว่าก็ยังเป็นห่วงพ่อแม่คนไทยจะเป็นห่วงมากกว่าเพราะว่าถ้าเป็นผู้หญิงเราไปอยู่ด้วยกันนะคะถ้าสมมติวันนึงเลิกกันขึ้นมามันจะไม่มีที่ไปไม่รู้ว่าจะไปอยู่ไหน
ก็กลับบ้านไง
กลับบ้านไกล
Oh, yeah. Her home is like really far. All right. Oh, is it my turn now?
yeah
I have a question. Obviously, you guys are both in the entertainment industry, right? You're Mister International 2023. You're about to do all these like lacons, like these shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We've got Pure as well. And Pure's been in the industry for quite some time. She has done a lot of romantic comedies. She's an actress, very popular actress. What are some of the like craziest things that you guys have experienced?
For me being in the industry alone and then also in pageantry I think a lot of people view us, not only me, as sexual objects. And then there are a lot of sexual offers coming in.
Let's keep going.
Yeah,
Dig in more.
We're viewed as sexual objects sometimes. And then sometimes people go over the line.
Okay.
And then kind of like offer money for sexual services.
Okay.
I do know that people like us in the entertainment industry do get offers like this, whether you're a guy or a girl. Like you're
that true?
always gonna get.
Is that true?
yes
มีไหม
Okay.
มีเนาะ
มีเหมือนกัน
So
ใช่
so
And then I just want to be clear ไม่รับงานเอ็นนะครับ
ใช่มีเหมือนกัน
so what are some of the craziest that was one example.
โอเค
Okay, give me another example. Yeah, some of the craziest things that you've
Okay.
เคย
experienced.
เกิดขึ้นในวงการ
เคยมีครั้งหนึ่งเราว่าคนที่แบบเป็นนักแสดงหลายๆ คนก็จะได้รับข้อความที่ sexual harassment อยู่แล้ว
Oh, okay.
แต่ว่ารู้จัก stalker
Stalkers.
Stalker เหรอ
yes คือเหมือนว่าเขาไม่ใช่คนปกติ อาจจะเป็นโรคทางสมองทางจิตใจหรืออะไรสักอย่างแล้วเขาก็คิดว่าเราเป็นแฟนเขา
Ooh.
ใช่แล้วเวลาที่เราลงสตอรี่อะไรทุกอย่างเขาก็จะคิดว่าเราคุยกับเขาอัพสตอรี่ชู2 นิ้วเขาก็จะคิดว่าเราให้กำลังใจเขาหรือวันนี้เจอกันตอน2 ทุ่มแล้วเวลาที่อาการเขามันกำเริบเขาก็จะพิมพ์คำหยาบใส่ถึงเราจะบล็อกไปแล้วบล็อก IG บล็อก Facebook ไปแล้วแต่ว่าก็สร้าง account ใหม่ขึ้นมา
เราได้รับข้อความเขาไหมตอนแรก หรือว่าเราแค่เห็นขึ้นมาใน request
ขึ้นมาใน request
อ๋อ
ใช่แล้วเขาก็คิดไปเองในหัวของเขา
คือเราไม่เคยตอบไม่เคยมี
ใช่
ปฏิสัมพันธ์อะไรใดๆกับเขาเลย
เขารู้ที่อยู่เราเขาตามมาล่างคอนโดก็เลยย้ายคอนโดเลยแบบกลัวมากเพราะว่าไม่รู้ว่าตอนที่เขามาหาเขาจะทำอะไร ก็เลยต้องย้ายคอนโดหนี
I've had stalker females.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never really had stalker issues. So luckily for me, I haven't had any weird altercations with any fan club or any followers just yet.
All right, what's the next topic here?
I know นะถามหน่อยว่ามารยาทหรือสิ่งที่เราคาดหวังเวลาเราเดทกับคู่คนแรกหรือคนที่เราคุยอยู่เราคาดหวังอะไร
no skinship
No skinship No skinship
ใช่ no skinship
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah,
Okay,
on
wait, there's a
first
top.
ปกติแบบคือ I mean for you right
Oh,
Like
I'm skinship
hug,
for sure.
like hold hands
Oh, America is all
maybe like
skinship.
a kiss after the first date maybe
You know, one of the things I noticed here in Thailand is I hug people. Like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, that's normal for me as an American, and I do that to like a Thai female, right? And they're like they see like the devil or something. Like, oh my God, I cannot believe you even considered trying to hug me, right? And I'm just like, I'm like a predator now. I'm like a
wow
like,
you
come
do
on, like I did not do anything wrong.
Oh she's
here.
judging you now
I didn't do anything wrong. Like, this is just normal American
No, but
custom. Do they do that in England?
In England yes hugging like kissing on the cheek is completely fine
Exactly.
friends family
Wow.
someone we just met but I do have that conflict being a
Yeah.
Harfi and being in Thailand
Okay.
International school you know every time we see each other we hug sometimes
Oh.
maybe like a kiss on the cheek
Yeah.
but then when I have friends who are Thai it's
Exactly.
like can I or can I not
So what do you do? What do you do?
Cannot.
sometimes I just keep it until like second time third time fourth time we meet and then it's like yo like see you
Okay.
next time but sometimes first time for me with like a Thai girl even not on a date
Yeah,
like
yeah.
as friends as like ทำงานด้วยกัน like working together it's like
Yeah. What do you do?
what
Now here's the weird thing. Okay, so I go the other opposite, and I'm super proper, right?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, sawadee ka, and they're just like looking at me like, what? Like, come on, why are you like lying us? Like we're like grandma or something. So it's almost like, well, what do you want, right? Like it's too weird if I hug you, but yet if I do this, which everyone does, then it's too like, too professional. So what's the middle? Tell me the middle ground here.
Hi
Hi
Hi.
จับมือ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Wadi.
สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ
Wadi
สวัสดีครับ
Wow.
บ๊ายบายค่ะ
บ๊ายบายจับมือก
ลับแล้วนะคะบ๊ายบาย
จับมือไม่ได้
ใช่
ไม่จับมือ
maybe แบบถ้าคนไทยรู้ว่าแบบเป็นต่างชาติก็อาจจะแบบ Hi
Okay.
I'm Pure yes
Can
อะไร
you-
อย่างงี้ Can
Oh
you-
wait, but how
Just
about like ลูกครึ่ง
สวัสดีค่ะ
ก็หวัดดีแค่นี้
Oh, so she would look at you like
like a
Yes.
Thai
Thai.
person
Now you talked about skinship a few moments ago. So first date, are you a skinship person?
me
Yeah.
at least a hug right
Okay.
like greeting like hey how you doing first date for me ideally is I take her home and that's it.
You take her. Oh, okay. I thought you
take
meant
her-
like you take her home.
Bro, shit
I was like, wow. You drive her
Yeah,
home.
I drive her. I take her home.
All the way to Nonthaburi or whatever Rayong or something, right? You take her home.
Yes.
Okay, no matter what, you take
And
her
I
home.
drop her
Okay,
home,
drop her off. Okay.
and that's it. And
She gets out of the car. You're not
Yeah.
gonna even say goodbye. You're
I
not
say
gonna,
goodbye.
You're gonna
I say
step out of the
goodbye
car and give her a
then-
hug.
Yeah. Give
You're
her a
gonna-
hug.
Wait, that's okay, right? Give her a hug.
No, she said that's not okay for her.
Yeah.
First date ลงมาส่งเปิดประตู
also no
อันนี้สร้างภาพให้เลยนะแบบเรากินข้าวเสร็จแล้ว
โอเค
พาไปกินที่ร้านอาหารหรูๆตามที่อยากได้อะไรอย่างงี้
Yes
คือผู้ชายออกให้หรือ
โอเค
แล้วก็อาสาที่จะขับไปส่งที่บ้าน
โอเค
และเขาไม่ได้
Good guy
อะไรเลยนะเขาแบบถึงบ้านปุ๊บจอดรถปุ๊บเดินออกมาเดินมาฝั่งประตูเรา เปิดประตู
Yes
ให้
Yes
เชิญออกรถ
Yeah
แล้วก็บอกว่าวันนี้สนุกมากเลยนะ
Yeah
หวังว่าจะได้เจอกันอีก และแค่นี้
กลับดีๆนะ
แค่นี้เลย คือนี่เป็น
ว้าว
กฎเหล็กเลยใช่ไหม like it's a golden rule ว่า first date no
for me นะ
then I have a question
Yeah.
do you think that will say to the guy you're not interested
Oh.
no
มันจะบอกเขาผู้ชายไหมผู้ชายเขาจะกลับไปคิดไหมว่า
Yeah, exactly.
ไม่สนใจ
I said after you drive ถึงบ้านแล้วบอกนะ
so basically like keep
if you hold-
conversation
ใช่ถ้าถึงบ้านแล้วทักมานะ ก็โอเค
Wow.
Okay. That's very interesting. Because sometimes for me, it's like, if you don't touch or there's no
Exactly.
affirmations at all, the guy will be like, are you interested at all?
Exactly.
But then she's not saying like, after you drop her off and everything, even though there's no like, skinship, there's no
Right.
touchings and there's no like some sort of level of affirmation, but then she's gonna be like, I want to talk to you and like
Yeah.
hint that I still want to talk to you and thank you.
I personally definitely need affirmation.
Yeah.
Because as an American, it's very normal for us to need affirmation on the very first date. Actually, in the first date, you're getting a kiss already. Yeah, you are getting a kiss, not all the time. Usually, like if you're going out during the day, you're probably not going to get a kiss during the day. It usually happens at night, right? It's more of a nighttime activity. And if you don't get that first kiss on that date, or you don't get any hug, it's done.
It's done.
Right, we've moved on to the next.
I see.
Right.
มีอะไรที่อยากรู้แบบ
Yeah.
สำหรับผู้ชายอีกไหมพูดเลย
เรื่องแบบว่าถ้าแบบผู้ชายอ่ะจะจริงจังกับผู้หญิงที่เจอกันในไนท์คลับไหม
Did the person sleep over or did not sleep
Non-khang
over?
sleep over
Sleep
Sleepover as well.
Okay, sleep over, wake up, and then zip out. Okay. And so the question now is, as guys, would we consider that person as serious relationship material? Since I'm the senior here, it seems like I've had a little bit more experience. A little bit more experience than what you guys combined. What would I say in my history of, because obviously this is something that happens literally every weekend for me, right? So
really
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys.
He's
I'm
not.
kidding.
He's not. He's not.
So I would say, okay, let me ask another question. This is the very first time I met them. I've never met them anywhere else.
Yes,
I've never knew about them. It wasn't like a
You
friend
met
of a
first
friend I
time.
saw.
Met first
Very
time.
first time. Okay,
first
answer is
time
no.
at night club
No?
No.
How come?
Because in the back of my mind, she's done this before. In the back of my mind, this is not the only time. Now, there's the ego part of me that's like, okay, she hasn't done this until she met me, right? So she's never done this before, but I was the exception.
Uh-huh.
Now, if she's able to sell me on that, and if it's true that I am the exception, then my way of thinking about this might change because I'm like, okay, I guess I'm somewhat a bit special. I'm a bit rare in her life. And this is not something that she normally does, right? And to my point before, where I was saying you almost want to get all the data first, right? So you almost want that to happen first, and kind of get that physical chemistry out of the way, so that you can focus on the emotional or the mental, whatever, right? The social.
All right. I have a further question. Do you think post-sex clarification comes into play in this case as well?
Explain.
So there's a study saying that men, once they go have a one-night stand, let's say, they get less attracted to the female
Okay.
after sex. Do you think that does apply to you as well?
Well, I think in general, after you sleep with a person, right, you will naturally, biologically, and chemically you'll be kind of more tame after that, right?
Yep.
You'll be like less charged, right? So I think ultimately it comes down to the personality. I tell people you almost want to get that stuff out of the way as opposed to the reverse, which is go and do all the emotional, mental, social stuff, build up. You know, some people are like, well, you know, I need like 20 dates first or 6 months of, you know, kind of very tame, platonic kind of stuff until you get to that point. And then you realize you get to that point, you didn't like it, for example. So I almost want to get that stuff out of the way. I want to do the skinship first. I want to get the kissing done first. I want to know if you're a good kisser. I want to get, you know, the bed habits. Like, I want to know, hey, do you snore? Do you not snore? Do you wake up every, you know, 5 minutes? There's a lot of stuff, right? I want to get that out of the way. So to answer your question, I believe that you can actually have a serious relationship with someone after
in a
bending them.
nightclub.
Right.
นี่บอกว่าได้
Yeah.
เออ
I'm not saying that has happened in my life often. I'm just saying technically you can.
Yeah,
Right?
technically.
Historically, when that has happened in my life, no.
No.
That has not occurred. Right? But I think that you could.
You could.
All right. So. So.
My goodness.
I haven't answered yet, but for me, no, cannot.
Oh.
Because for me, I mean, it's not only about the other person. It's also about my mindset. If I go to a nightclub and I meet someone and I take them home,
Yeah.
my intentions from the very beginning were just, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I wouldn't go to a nightclub to find a partner.
But how about the many doors, one destination? Meaning it doesn't matter if it's a club, an app, a setting like this,
Yep.
a restaurant. They're a person, they're a human. They deserve to go to the club and enjoy. Like,
not
is
saying
there
they
is there a
can't
stigma? Is there are we typecasting people that go to clubs?
I'm not typecasting
Okay.
anything. Like, I'm literally just saying, like, if I met you for the first time in a
Yeah.
nightclub, and
we go
just
back.
situations lead to that, like, it's probably down to me as well. Like, I just wanted this. That's
Right.
it. And that's why I'm pursuing it. But if I think that you're partner material, something that I would, you know, actually like to explore further in the future,
Right.
I wouldn't go home with you in the first place.
You wouldn't.
Not on the first night.
What if alcohol is involved on both ends? So you weren't in
I'll
your
probably
right
pass
mind.
out before I get back.
Well, let's assume you didn't pass out.
No.
You just had a lot of alcohol. You're kind of like thinking, you know, not rationally about things.
Then it
Just
comes
have
into that case where, no.
Wow.
Wow.
Shall we ask her?
Oh, she says no skinship from the first time meetings.
If a guy try to kiss me or take me home, here's red flag.
Red flag.
Red
Red
flag.
flag.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, we just had a great time. We had a great podcast session here. I want to, of course, thank you guys as well. You guys, we've got Pure here. We've got Kim here. You guys, make sure to follow their Instagrams. We're going to just place them right here, okay? And we've got a lot more coming up. This is going to be the only time that we have a lot of these fun conversations, right, guys?
Yeah, for sure.
So you guys stay tuned into the next episodes here. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.